Okay, we are back, and it's time for a little crew dialogue, and then we're also going to pick up Zaeed and do his quest.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. It wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds. Need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
What was the Special Tasks Group doing with the Krogan genophage?
Study at first, as I said, but uncovered surprising data. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
Did the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientist worthy of term. No. Natural evolution. Krogan physiology incredibly durable. Organ redundancy, backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
Well, this shepherd, unlike my last shepherd who was pro-genophage, this shepherd's anti-genophage, and the reason she's anti-genophage is she sees it where the Solarians are playing God with some other species or something like that. And she doesn't like that idea that the Krogan themselves should decide their own fate rather than having it determined by these other dudes. Now, if they get wiped out in a war, well, that's, their own bloody fault for not calling for a truce or accepting offers of truce. But that was their choice. But this is a 1,400-year-old curse that was laid on them, and it's about time that it got fixed and that the Krogan determined their own fate. It's kind of like what Paddock Wicks is going to say, I think, in Mass Effect 3. And yes, I am going to be playing with Paddock in Mass Effect 3. A lot of people never play with him, and he's a really good character. And I had Mordin in the last one, even though I ended up shooting him. But he was going to die regardless. Anyway. As I said, this shepherd is an anti-genophage shepherd.
The genophage was a terrible mistake. It nearly destroyed the Krogan and their culture. Now they have a chance to recover.
Naive viewpoint. Krogan too dangerous to allow unchecked birth rate. Look at Krogan rebellions. Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it on Tuchanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
You never considered other options?
Hundreds. Thousands. Modified genophage offered best outcome. Stabilized population, avoided publicity that could incite Krogan anger, averted potential genocide, or devastating war. Best solution for whole galaxy. Krogan included.
How did your genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
How did you distribute the modified genophage?
Covert drops, hospitals, clan centers, water supplies. Very difficult. Few Solarians on Tuchanka. Team got caught a few times. Had to fight free. Messy. Better when things went as planned.
The genophage was a mistake bordering on a war crime. Recreating it is unforgivable.
Don't want me on team? Don't bring me. Can stay here, work on collector research. But no apologies. Did what was right. Hope you do the same if necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Yeah, everybody loves Mordin, and yet Patrick Weeks figured everybody loved Rex, and therefore that he had to totally retcon the genophage and a lot of other crap just to get Mordin to seem sympathetic, because he was afraid that everybody was going to be super buds with Rex in Mass Effect 1 and therefore instantly hate Mordin. But it turns out everybody loves Mordin regardless. Anyway, so they shouldn't have retconned the genophage, which in Mass Effect 1 was kind of like making them go extinct, But now we find out it's not making them go extinct, although even in Mass Effect 1, Rex himself says that's not what's making them go extinct. But now they're not even going extinct. I mean, when we get back to Mass Effect 3, they're going to be complaining about going extinct again. But here in Mass Effect 2, their population was growing until Mordin did his little modification number. So they weren't even close to going extinct when we saw Rex, and yet they talk all about it as if they were. And we get back to Mass Effect 3, they'll be going extinct again. So, I mean, it's just, get your stories straight here. Plus, the entire biology of Krogan reproduction rates is absurd. It's just absurd.
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
He's a soldier. It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close and whisper, "It will be all right."
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender. Anything else, Commander?
Does that include Varen, Kelly?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Alright, what do we got? Cerberus command request. Reports tell us you've been operating in the Omega Nebula. I'd like to look into a situation on Lorik, a nearby planet in the Father system. Scan the planet for a base where we believe Eclipse Mercs are holding one of our operatives. You should be able to detect the operative's transmitter, extract the operative. If the operative is beyond rescue, recover any relevant intel that Eclipse may have collected. Very delicate matter, Shepard. We trust in your discretion. And this is from that guy who we broke his pistol, which turned into a locust, which turned back into a pistol. Whatever, the Shuriken, is that the name of the submachine gun? I forget. Anyway, he's glad that he didn't sign up, and but he got drunk, and then a few days later got it together enough to check the news and saw that almost all the mercs had gotten killed by Archangel. So that's from him. He's thanking us for stopping him from getting himself killed. So, cool. Let's go talk to Garrus. This will be one of the few times he's not calibrating. So let's take advantage of it.
Thank you, Commander. Rupert put the new supplies to good use. Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look. Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we joined up with them sooner.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission. That's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
After the Normandy was destroyed, most of us went our separate ways. C-Sec asked me back, but I turned them down. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch. And there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in. Someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
What did your merc squad do? Didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
You sure it was a betrayal? Maybe they took Sidonis out first.
No. I put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transport off Omega just before the attack. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
How are we doing on minerals? Pretty good. Pretty good. Well, let's go pick up Zaeed, and also I got something to give to Zarya. Well, let's take Garrus with us. And I don't know. Let's see Kasumi. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with Warp and Throw. I like Throw for, like, I would have loved to have had Throw for those stupid variants. Get them the hell off of me. And point there. And Kasumi ain't nothing to do right at the moment. And for squad mates, I go with the Vindicator. They actually, per firing cycle, they actually put out more bullets with the Vindicator. And the incisor apparently is overpowered, or more powered in Squad's hands than it was probably meant to be. So the incisor makes a great weapon.
Judging by the quarantine reports, the plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard.
Shut
I have
up.
also run searches for reports on Archangel. The various mercenary groups appear to believe that he is dead.
Works for me.
Alright, you're never going to say that again, right, Edie? Jesus.
Please. Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaeed Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. You should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
Go ahead and get set up on the Normandy.
Right, I'll go make myself at home. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
What kind of arrangement?
Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Come on, let me in.
I'm in an important business.
What do you need? This data pad was on one of the mercs going after Archangel. They were coming for you next. Let me see.
Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
You've done a lot for me, Shepard. Let me return the favor. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours.
What's the catch?
No catch, I don't need it, and I don't want it to go to waste.
Whatever you find is yours to deal with.
I think we'll skip on this. We could listen to Arya talking about her time as a commando and stuff like that, but I think I'll skip it.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
You should find a nice young man to keep you warm in the meantime. You look like you need to loosen up a little.
Yeah, my shepherds are generally lesbians, so they don't look for men. Alright, well actually I think we're done here. So, the next thing to do... Oh, we have to make a stop at the Citadel to pick up one more upgrade, a sniper rifle upgrade.
Come on, let me in.
But we'll do all of that in the next episode. And I guess we'll land on the planet Zoria, or wherever the hell it is, in order to get Zaeed's thing done, but mainly to get that heavy weapon upgrade. But that'll all be in the next episode. Until then, take it easy.